When you watch those viral 3D map videos on YouTube and Instagram, the ones where a simple old map slowly comes alive and the monument rises out of the paper, it almost feels like magic. But the truth is, this effect is one of the easiest things you can create with AI today. In this tutorial, we're going to build one full example together. You can swap the monument later for anything you like, but I'll use the Statue of Liberty so you can see the exact process from start to finish. Everything begins with one simple idea. You take a famous monument, give ChatGPT a tiny bit of direction, and let the AI build your entire documentary blueprint for you. First, choose something recognizable. The Statue of Liberty, the pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum, anything the world instantly recognizes. The more iconic the place, the more your video grabs attention in the first few seconds. Once you know what monument you want, you go into ChatGPT and ask it for a short 1-minute documentary about its history. For example, I type, "Write a 60-second documentary script about the history of the Statue of Liberty for a cinematic 3D map to monument short." ChatGPT instantly gives you a clean, simple script that sounds like something straight out of a real documentary. Every line becomes a building block for your video. Then you guide ChatGPT a little more. You tell it, "Now break this into 6 mini-scenes. Scene 1 must be the map shot, a vintage map on a wooden table, the city marked, a slow zoom in, and the monument rising out of the paper through morning mist." This first scene is the signature moment, the vintage map, the pin on the city, the slow move, and the monument emerging from the paper. This is the shot that makes people stop scrolling. Once your scenes are laid out, ChatGPT can turn each one into a fully detailed cinematic prompt. You simply say, "For each of the 6 scenes, write one detailed text-to-video prompt for a realistic 3D AI video generator like Grok. Describe the lighting, the atmosphere, the fog, the textures, and the camera motion. Keep the style realistic and cinematic." ChatGPT does the rest. It describes everything Grok needs to animate each shot, and just like that, your entire visual plan is ready without you having to think about angles or cinematography. Now it's time for the fun part, turning those prompts into actual video. Open Grok. First, click on Imagine. Paste your prompt into the text box. Change the generation mode to text to video instead of image, so Grok knows we want an animated clip, not a still. Pick the aspect ratio you want: horizontal if you're making a YouTube video, or vertical if you're making a short or reel. Once everything is set up, hit Generate and let Grok do its magic. In a few moments, Grok creates your first 3D growing animation for Scene 1, the map, the mist, and the monument rising out of the paper. Watch it once, make sure you like the movement, and then download the clip. Now we repeat the process for the rest of the scenes. Copy the prompt for Scene 2, paste it into Grok, keep it in text-to-video mode with the same aspect ratio, and generate another clip. Boom, Scene 2 is done. Do the same thing for Scene 3, Scene 4, Scene 5, and Scene 6. One prompt at a time, one clip at a time. By the end, you'll have a full set of 3D cinematic shots ready to turn into your documentary. While Grok is generating, your script is already waiting. You can use that 1-minute Statue of Liberty script as your narration text. You can record it in your own voice if you want a more personal feel, or you can send it to any text-to-speech tool and pick a calm, documentary-style voice. Either way, that narration becomes the thread that ties all your Grok clips together. Now everything comes together in your editor. Import your 6 clips. Import your narration. Start with the map scene, then flow into the early history, the construction, the symbolism, and the final reveal. Add soft, atmospheric music underneath, nothing too loud, just enough to give the video texture and emotion. Adjust the timing so the visuals breathe with the narration, and suddenly you're looking at a complete 3D documentary that you built from scratch. Now let's watch what we've created.
From oceans and nations apart, a monument began as a shared dream, France and the United States, united by liberty. In the 1870s, in the workshops of Paris, a vision took form. Sculptor Frederick Auguste Bartholdi imagined a woman bearing a torch of enlightenment. Engineers led by Gustave Eiffel built her framework with iron and ambition. A decade later, she journeyed across the Atlantic, packed into 214 crates, piece by piece, bound for New York Harbor. On Bedloe's Island, Workers forged history in copper and steel. The statue rose like a giant from the earth, each plate hammered into place, her torch lifted to the future. In 1886, the veil fell away. Fireworks lit the harbor. Lady Liberty shone in new copper light, a symbol of hope, a gift between nations. For generations, she became the first face of America. To millions arriving by sea, she stood as a promise, a beacon of freedom that still shines for the world today.
You started with a flat, old map. Now you have a miniature world growing out of it, fully animated, ready to post on YouTube, Shorts, Instagram, or TikTok. And all you used was ChatGPT for the story and prompts, and Grok for the animations. This is the exact format creators are using right now to pull in hundreds of thousands of views with only a few uploads. It's fast, it's repeatable, and it works with any monument on Earth. So here's your challenge. Pick one monument, run this exact workflow once, and publish your first 3D map video this week. And if you want me to build full, ready-to-go prompt packs for specific locations, the Eiffel Tower, the pyramids, Big Ben, the Titanic route, tell me in the comments and I'll put them together for you. This is GenPay AI, and now you know the easy way to turn maps into movies with free AI.